Today, I don't think I've met anyone that hasn't used Cursor or anti-gravity to either vibe code or actually build out their real product. But if you come from a design background and you see the Cursor interface looking like this with all of these different code files and no place to really actually see your product unless you run it locally. And usually when you run it locally, all you get is just a preview of your product. And sure, you can use the agent inside of Cursor to continue creating new pages, continue adding on to these pages, creating new sections and so on. But it's quite complicated when just relying on plain English and reviewing the different code files. And so I stumbled upon an amazing tool that allows you to create your own visual editor inside of Cursor. So for example, this is just like a little app that I made in another video, and you can start creating new pages if you wanted to. You can go back to the main page and add new blocks. You can add like 3 columns. You can create headers, add images, even add maps. You can drag and drop them anywhere. This is basically like the framer or Webflow for Cursor. And so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what this is. It's called the GrapesJS SDK. I'm going to show you where to find it, how to install it, and how to use it. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive into this. But before we dive into the video, I'd love to invite you guys to my Discord community, the Creator Network, where a bunch of different startup founders, designers, developers from all around the world. And we get together every single weekday to talk about different tools, different topics, different challenges. We have weekly invited guests so you guys can meet them and ask them questions. So if y'all want to basically join the conversation, link is down in the description below. So before we actually go into Cursor and I show you the whole setup, we have to understand what this is. So basically this is an SDK, a software development kit. And like I showed you before, it's an embeddable drag and drop builder. And if we scroll a little bit down here, you can see that it's for HTML/website builders. You can also use it for web apps. We also have newsletter, we have document builders. And there's a bunch of different features that come with this. So pages and layers manager that we saw before. We have the code is there where you need it. So you can like export your code, you can view your code. You can also edit your code. You have this built-in assets manager where you can view all of your project's assets. And it's also a white label solution. What does that mean? Well, you can customize the editor to match your own branding. And a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about agentation, which is also another SDK that you can add to Cursor, where you can basically like annotate different things, click on a specific button or section, and then drag and basically select a few things, click on a text, and then eventually like add all those comments, and then Claude Code can change those. But this is a totally different animal because it literally converts your Cursor into a type of framer or Webflow app builder, and you have all control when it comes to HTML and CSS. And the way to get started, it's very, very easy. All you have to do is click on try the editor. And this is where we set up the SDK before installing it inside of Cursor. So over here, you can select between web or email. So you get like a little preview of how that looks like. This is more for email newsletters. We're going to choose web, and we're going to choose auto as well. And you can turn this on, you can toggle this on. And basically this is custom theme where you have different presets of colors. So for example, I can choose midnight and we get this cool design. We can choose something else like sunset and we get this completely new design. But you have all the freedom to customize the colors to whatever you want, really. In this case, I'm just going to go back to midnight because I kind of like this. And then down here, we have the ability to add plugins. So if we click on add plugins, there's different plugins like table to add table components, list pages, FC Lightbox. We might want to choose a few of these. Maybe Iconify might be a good one. When you're done choosing your plugins, you can go ahead and choose cloud over here or self-host, depending on where you want your project storage and your assets storage. And then this is where the fun part starts, where you basically install GrapesJS into Cursor. You can copy this command over here and you can open an existing project, or you can do it with a brand new project. For example, I'm doing it with a brand new project, and I'm just going to paste in this command over here and go back over here, and let's copy this. And then you open up a new agent, and this is where you want to make sure that this is really an agent and it's not ask or debug mode, it's agent mode. And then you can basically paste this in here, click on submit, and then we can go ahead and npm run build in the terminal. And as you can see in our localhost, we now have our editor, and we have this default site that we can go ahead and edit and change to our own. So for example, this is an image and I can replace this image with my own logo. But before we start doing any changes, I think it's important to kind of understand the whole syntax of this. First things first is that up here we can add new pages. We can basically rename the pages. And the most important thing up here is the blocks. So I can click on blocks and we have a bunch of these different blocks that we can drag into our project. And then over here we have symbols, which are basically components. I can click out of this, for example, and if we wanted to create a component for, let's say, this whole div over here, I can right click this and click on create symbol. And as you can see now, the color changes to this light green, and I can go back over here to blocks and I have this one div that I can start posting everywhere. And when it comes to styling over here on the right side, this is where we get our styling panel. We can change the color of the font. We can change the font type. We can change the font size. And there's really a bunch of different styling options that you can choose from. And this core architecture is just so powerful because you can take this, you can bring in like an existing design and you can easily change everything. You can change the layout. You can add new things to your layout without having to dive into your code. And if you're not a very technical person and you're just relying on that agent, sometimes the agent messes up and it's just best to have control with something like this. And for example, if we're looking like at a real app, this is an example of a mobile app that I've been working on, designing, and basically I just have this one page, which is the balance page. But for example, I can go over here and I can duplicate this page and we can call it, for example, transactions, or we can call it like account page. And then I can go over here and I can easily just double click this, right? Account over here. Instead of the amount, I can write my name, for example. And let's say we wanted to put these two guys, these two orange boxes underneath, we can do that as well, or we can even delete that in general, and then we can just start adding different things, changing the layout. I can change the layout to go from, a horizontal view to more of a vertical view, so vertical direction, so I can go like this and make everything left aligned. And a great way to actually start with this SDK before, maybe you don't have a project inside of Cursor and you want to get something started, you can go to GrapesJS.com and you can actually prompt out a design of a web page or of an email template first, or you can look at all of these different templates and start with one of these. So let's say I like this one, I can click on use template. And over here, you can basically adjust everything. You can add your own images and your own context. And over here to code, you can basically export the code zip. And then you can open that project that you just downloaded like this. As you can see, we now have our JS file, HTML, and CSS. And again, do the same process as before. We copy that installation command from over here. We paste that in our terminal down here. And we ask the AI agent to basically set this up. And boom, we get our editor looking like this with our custom theme and everything, looking very, very nice. And again, I can continue on building here. And actually something that you can do inside of Cursor to kind of speed up your work while using GrapesJS is you can ask the agent to actually build out a few pages based on the design of that homepage. So you actually use the AI agent to kind of speed up the building, but you do the refinement inside of that editor. So I'm going to say like build me 2 extra pages. So we want, for example, the product page and the features page, and we can click on submit. And we have our new pages. And if I go to our browser over here, I can see that we have our homepage, we have our product page that Cursor created. There's a few things that we need to fix, as you can see, but that's no problem because we have Grapes. So over here, I can change this, for example, to be center aligned. And then, for example, we have this that needs a little bit more space in between. And then we can adjust the direction of these to be horizontal and maybe center align it and maybe give each button like a little bit more padding overall. So let's just do all and give it some padding. And already we start getting a nicer design. And we already have a much nicer hero section for our new product page. So again, going from something like this to this in just a few seconds without having to use the agent in Cursor saves us a bunch of credits and also time. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty cool workflow to use when building out something in Cursor. Let me know down in the comments below if you try it out and let me know what you're building. And like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.